Saturday the 16th of June was quite a quiet day at the car boot. The temperatures were forecast to be super hot that weekend, and I think it kept a lot of people away, certainly on the selling side. So I didn't have a very big haul that day. This is what I got. A most unusual brass brush, might be a pet brush perhaps. Certainly a bit of a chunky profile. These were bent in places and still bent at the end, but they do straighten up really easily. A bit of play in the handle, missing a top, but 50p. These two were £1 each, and this super thin chisel marples. I've still got the leather washer there, so I shall obviously have to find a handle for that. And this one, don't quite know how that's supposed to go in a handle. I presume that might be a full tang for a striking head on a chisel, but I've also never seen one with a groove down it before. If anyone's got any opinions or observations about that, it'd be good to hear from you. And this one is also marples. I picked up this at a stall together with these two bits. I had the thought that maybe it might do for a handle for one of the chisels there. It looks like it might be a hardwood of some description. I'm not very good at woods, I have to say, and I don't know if it might be a bit too small or thin in that dimension, but we shall see. Ladies sold me this and this and that. I think it was £2 altogether. I think this is probably more of a paint tin opener than a pry bar, although it could do quite happily as a pry bar with that nice hook on the end, in good condition. And this Paramo 6-inch fully working adjustable. And this adjustable, I got it out of a toolbox full of rusty tools, and I went up to the seller and said, how much do you want for that? And he took a good look at it and he patted me on the shoulder and said, you can have that. So I was happy for his generosity there. You could possibly make out under there, but I think it's a Ghidorah, judging by that lettering. So I mean, it's completely sea solid, but I have no doubt that that will come good in the end. Might do a video on cleaning that up. And that was my meagre haul for that day. These are the tools I picked up on the 23rd of July. This set here was £2 for the lot. So this is an SDS chisel bit, standard Albeck pliers, which are Wilkinson's tools. They're okay, nice and solid, no wiggle. These are just pliers without a cutting bit, and they are a bit rusty, hard to open. The jaw's looking a bit worse for corrosion inside there, but on checking the manufacturer, let's see if we can do this with the jeweler's loop. They are, you see that, William Marples and Sons, Sheffield, so that's a very good maker. And this is a Marples screwdriver with the Hibernia logo, old electrician's model. same marbles there, and 1000 volts down there. This was it's counted as 2 items out of 3 for £1, but I always find these hex keys really useful with the ball on the end for coming in at an angle if necessary, so they were always worth having. This gouge, again, is a Sorby, but a really narrow one. I expect that is a brass ferrule. That was £2 as well. And then these last items were free. From the house clearance guys were packing up to go home, just wanted a shot of everything that was left. So an old rusty 199, the older model with Made in England on the back. Steadfast, really chunky stubby, like that. That should come up nicely. Fairfield, England, it says. And this little paring knife, and this is a homemade tool, as I discovered, because it's made of a hacksaw blade. You can just see it in there. It's stuffed inside a plastic tube to make a handle, and then that blade cut into it. I think that's really rather nice. So that was the tool haul. I did get some other stuff as well, which I'll show you soon. On the 23rd of July I did also pick up some other non-tool items. I picked up 2 pairs of these Saxon heavy duty latex gloves, or rubber gloves. Being a very democratic household, my wife insists that I do most of the washing up, so that's it's very hard to find washing up gloves to fit a man's hands, but they are in fact much more heavy duty than just washing up gloves, but that's what I'll use them for. And I picked up 3 of these things. These are strip lights, but they are interestingly LED strip lights. They are rated IP65 for the enclosure, which is pretty waterproof. There's the LED unit inside it, and if you bear with me I shall just hook it up. The back side of the unit here, it is very easy to connect up the wires. So you've got live, earth and neutral in the UK colour scheme. All you need to do is press down on the tab and you can insert the wire, let go, and it's gripped. So that's all 3 wires gripped in now, ready for a test. And the unit just clips in simply into those clips there. It's got a cut out for the wire. So we'll just put the opaque cap on and ready for the test. I don't think that was obvious at all, but it is brightly on there. The camera is compensating. And so that is a 4-foot unit. I also got 2 5-foot units, and they were £1 each, boxed. So I was quite surprised and delighted with that purchase. Part of last week's haul, which was the 16th, was all this wood as well. Knowing how raw materials prices are hugely more expensive than they were a couple of years ago, when the seller said everything on the table is free, and I said, what, including the wood? And he said, yeah. So I scuttled over and picked up as much as I could in the time available. Didn't get all of it because other people were there as well, but got these two 4x4 fence posts and these 4x2s and a 6x2. These 4x2s are 1.2 meters long, that's 4 feet, and there's 4 of those, a little short one, and almost 4 feet of the 6x2. These fence posts are over 4 feet long each. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. For anybody that saw the short bird video, which I'm trying to identify the type of bird it was that got stuck in my workshop. This is the window of the workshop. There's the dartboard. And this is the other side of the window, and the bird had got in that gap there, having become trapped in the workshop. It went in there and trying to escape and couldn't get out, so I had to dismantle all that wall, take all the tools off, and then go about chucking a towel on the thing and bringing it back to the door and letting it go back into the park. So that was the story of the little bird. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you again soon.